Is it working? Okay, hi guys and welcome back. Some more Kerbal space program. We're making progress. You know, slowly but surely we are getting our asses around towards doing what we're supposed to do. Yeah, we should be. Yeah, this is the ship that is going to escape Minmus and return back to Kerbin in a few days. And until that happens, we are going to go back to our orbit rescuer and attempt to rescue Arlena from its shipwreck. And that's it about. And we can yeah, we can get rid of this debris. We don't need it. What can I say? Mr. Norlion, I don't know why I call him that way, is slowly making progress on his space program. He attempted to get to Duna. I have to, you know, say that it was a reasonable attempt, although it was way too far from being successful. But hey, you know, it's a start. Anyhow, we are still over here, so what we want to do, we're gonna go ahead and speed up for the next and intersect, where we will see. It seems that we are getting closer, and we'll see at which intersect will be like the closest, and that's when we'll actually go ahead and try to perform the orbital encounter. Those stars look a little bit different for no, I don't think I've ever noticed them in the sky before. Obviously, all the things that you notice in the skies, you know, except for like the planets and the moon and the Minmus and you know those stuff are, you know, not actually existent. It would be lovely to go to have the ability to travel to any one of them, but limitations have to be imposed. Otherwise, the game would just run out of memory like entirely. So, yeah, while Jebediah is on his way back to Minmus, we are going to go ahead and perform the orbital rescue. I mean, see if it is possible to perform the orbital rescue. It might not be. We might need to send a narrow ship, and at least we know what we do. I've seen what other possibilities we have, and I think you know what we could do is to have like on the last stage to have a poodle engine, because while it does have less thrust, it is more efficient. It has a higher specific impulse than the other one. Which one do we have? The skipper. And while you are in space, that's what you really count. That's what you really need, like as much specific impulse as possible. Okay, so the next encounter is going to get like way too far. I wanted to see like how the communication array works. So it might be possible that this array that we have is not like actually properly working. Oh no, wait, we have the network. Oh, it is working. Alright, because I have seen that whatchamacallit, Norland is preparing to make his trip to Duna by sending his satellites to high orbit and to maintain an array of communication. And that is a good idea in order to maintain connections to the probe, so that's something that I will consider doing. But until then, we need to finish up this part over here. So how do you do an actual, you know, encounter? Well, it is very simple, although very complicated. Step 1, you want to get as close as possible, as you have seen, and right now, this is the smallest separation that we have, which is still pretty huge. 295 kilometers is a pretty high separation. Usually want to aim for like 2 kilometers separation at most, but we're gonna have to work with it. Then you wait until you get to that little separation, then you switch to target mode, and that will show you basically the nav ball and the speed relative to your target, instead of it being relative to you know, the orbit or the surface of the planet. Then you will want to burn retrograde relative to the target, which will allow you to slow yourself down relative to the target. So once you do that, you will have zero speed, which means that you and the target will be traveling in the exact same direction with the exact same speed. Uh, if you want to imagine, like these maneuvers are actually relatively simple. The thing that complicates them is like 3D space and the fact that you're also moving in an orbit while doing them, and that might confuse you a little bit. But after all, they're not too difficult. You just have to imagine that the target is like a point and you are moving. Imagine that it's a fixed point, like Kerbin it is in our case. You'll have to imagine that the target is a fixed point and you are moving relative to it. And what you want to do is you'll want to slow down as you get closer. Also want to keep an eye on the ship that Jebediah has. So target position, and that is the intersect. We'll stop when we get a little bit closer, because we will need to burn, as I said, a retrograde in order to slow our speed down relative to our target. I'm trying to use the regular SAS instead of using the RCS, because I get the feeling that we have so little fuel that we might need to use RCS to slow ourselves down back into orbit. That's a problem. Alright, so we will get there. And once you slow yourself down so that you are basically traveling, you basically have the same speed as the other ship that you want to encounter, you orient yourself on the target and you burn. That's all you have to do. You burn straight towards it, you accelerate straight towards it, and you make sure once you get close to it that you also decelerate so you don't just smash into it. Obviously, it is recommended that you are as close as possible for these maneuvers. Alright, so let us activate our RCS and let's try to use... Oh, this is we are oriented retrograde, so you want to burn like this, or we can burn just a little bit until our speed reaches pretty much zero. Let's assist ourselves with the RCS thrusters. There you go, very very nice, and it's done. Now the reason why it's recommended that you alright, so now it will start bouncing all around the place because we have zero speed. The reason why you want to be like as close as possible to it when you do this is because, well, if you are like in a very low orbit, for example, like just 70 kilometers above Kerbin, or 75 or something like that, it's pretty easy to see that while these maneuvers that will get you on the target for the target that you want to encounter might actually affect your orbit to the point where you cannot, like, where you go back into the atmosphere, for example. And that's why you want to do it. Alright, and we'll try to orient ourselves right towards the target. Man, I should have put like an extra control surface over here. It is very hard to control this thing. Like I kept the button pressed for ages now and it still didn't like got to the right position. Alright, so we should now be pointing roughly on it. And what we'll want to do now is you have to be as precisely pointed as possible. Oh, wait, come on. Orient yourself, very good. And just burn towards it and accelerate towards it, basically. And as that will happen, you will get the apoapsis towards it, and you will want for them to be basically overlapped. That's if they are overlapped, then you know for sure that you are going like straight towards it. You have like 100% guarantee, if you may say so, say it like that. So you can see how as we burn towards it, this separation gets ever so closer. And the thing is that now we actually go towards it. We actually go towards it straight up. So basically, as time goes on, we will get faster and faster, and we will get closer and closer to it because we are like having this speed towards it. You know, even if we are not right away accelerating. But we do want to get this encounter like as fast as possible. So I am going to go ahead and burn, you know, a little bit more, roughly along this should be enough. We do want to slow ourselves down as well. Alright, and now, well, just have to wait again. Let's wait and see how things modify themselves as time progresses. So we get closer. Does seem that while the separation here is smaller, the separation here is like way bigger. So we might need to keep on accelerating towards it. It is unfortunate, but we will have to do it. Alright. We are using like the regular engine fuel, but luckily Skipper is powerful enough that we do not need a lot of fuel to get close to it. Alright, so now the separation is small enough that the other one doesn't even appear. What it does is not that it doesn't appear, it's that it will not encounter. So we will need to get close to this one, like right here, right now, basically. Problem is now that we are going like very fast towards it, so we will want to like maybe slow ourselves down again once we get the closer encounter, and then accelerate towards it again, and you know, sort of like repeat that process carefully. We should be like, it should be visible now. Yeah, there you go, there it is. But you know, because of like small deviations, we are not like going like straight towards it, so we will need a few more adjustments, which is why we'll point ourselves retrograde once again and slow ourselves down, and then point ourselves again towards the target and speed ourselves up, and eventually we should be able to get the encounter. And yeah, if I'm able to do this mission, you know, if I'm able to do the encounter, even if I do not manage to bring it back, I will be happy, you know. I will say that it's we've made progress, because as I said, this is like one of the few things that I'm still not 100% familiar with it, as you might have noticed from like my not so great explanations maybe. So yeah, you can see even from the other side that they are not exactly aligned. You want them to be perfectly on top of each other in order for you to actually collide with the target, you know. And that is not the case, unfortunately, but we will solve that very easily once we get a little bit closer. Like very close. 4 kilometers, that is like way more decent in terms of like performing an encounter. So as you can see now, as we are closer, we can see that things are a little bit more separated than you might anticipate, because it's like right over there. So what we will do is we will slow ourselves down relative to it once again. You know, it's like 4 kilometers, like such a small distance between them, and yet it's so big. Alright, let's start the burn, and this will slow ourselves down relative towards the target ever so gently. Alright, very good. And now we will once again, where we get the next one, it's even closer, and once again try and point yourself as close to the target as possible and burn straight towards it. And also try to slow yourselves down. Once you do so, like, you want to be on the dot with like millimetric precision. Like, being even as slightly as that off it will mean that you will just fly just slightly past it. And you know, when encountering vessels, you cannot afford, like, okay, you can maybe afford 1 or 2 meters of an error if it's like a very large ship, but nothing more than that. You know, they don't have gravity wells like planets or celestial bodies. Well, they do, but they are like so weak that, you know, it's not even worth mentioning. Okay, so we are now burning towards it once again, and our intersect is very small, 0.2, 0.1, and I think we will stop roughly over here, because once again, once we get close, we want to have the ability to slow down. So let me get a quick save over here. How's the ship of Jebediah doing? It's over here, so it obviously has enough fuel, so I'm not really worried about it. But yeah, we will be getting very close to the target. As we can see, we are now going like straight towards it. It should become visible roughly about now. And yeah, we are slightly off, so it means that we will need to perform additional adjustments. And also, like, slow yourself. Like, yeah, the thing is that you want to be trying to maneuver in such a way that I move the prograde marker back on target, and it is a rather tedious task. Okay, let's deactivate this. I mean, I don't think I can. Wait. Oh, it's like basically as you are maneuvering, as if you are maneuvering like straight towards it. Which does make sense. Sort of. Alright. Let's prepare the grabbing unit. Come on, get on top of it. Switch to docking mode so we can actually see it more properly. Oh my god, I'm going to run out of RCS. Are you serious? Utmost precision is extremely important in our line of business. Alright, there you go. That's what we want to see. That is perfect. Okay, so now just wait. Just wait for the impact and get it home. How the fuck did you get in this shipwreck, dude? I don't even want to know. Oh my god, are we gonna get it? Don't tell me that we're gonna miss it, please, for the love of Jesus. It's very close. Oh my god. The precision! We got it! But, come on! Grab it! Grab... How the fuck does this thing grab something? Yo, I thought this was supposed to grab. Isn't this how you're supposed to do it? Disarm? No, arm. Yeah, I'm missing something over here. Okay, just go slightly back. Slightly to the left. Over here the controls are basically, you know, pre-standard. Just left, right, up, down. Nothing too interesting. Okay, now go forward. Huh. Should have put more RCS, huh? Come on. You can do it. Nope, wrong way. Down. There you go. Hmm. I think I should have looked on the internet to this before I tried it. It's like shimming across it, but not enough to like do it. Hmm. Wait just a second. So, what's it called? Like, Kerbal Space Program Rescue Mission. Get Kerbal upon this. How do you perform rescue mission contracts? You'll have to be able to target, no tracking, yeah, whatever. You need an empty pod, put 2 pods on the ship. That's not exactly how it works, because I cannot really... Can I get the guy out? Wait. Switch. Oh, I can! Oh my god, I did not know about this! Oh, shit! Okay, well, let go of this. Oh, fuck no. We actually can control it, just that we need to get like this close to it. Well, fuck me then. Wait. Can I? Yeah, so I need it like something that has... Oh, I grabbed it. Okay. The Kerbal is grabbed. Stop the RCS, go back to orbit. Whew. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Holy shit, what is this? Is now part of the space program crew. Oh my lord. We saved her. We've performed a rendezvous maneuver. Yes, there we go. Synchronized free falling isn't nearly as dangerous, as daunting as it sounds. Isn't it now, huh? Alright, now just point yourself retrograde and slow down. We should have enough fuel for this. This is somewhat hilarious. So long for the shipwreck. We're not gonna get it back. Can this survive re-entry? Question mark. Let's go for a quick save over here. If it can, then fuck me, I should be awarded another medal for this. Alright, just get yourself retrograde. I am saving as much fuel as possible. And... I mean, we should technically wait until we're at the apoapsis before we perform the burn, but we are like... so far away, and does it really matter? And the thing is that the orbit is mostly circular, so I don't think it will matter if we're at the periapsis or apoapsis. The difference is not that big. But we have quick saved, right? So here we go. One more quick save just for good measure. And slow yourself down back into orbit. You can deselect this as a target, by the way. I'm no longer interested. Yo, unset target, thank you. Alright, and pay close attention to this. You want it to be below 70,000 as before, but not too much below that we burn up. And hey, we might be able to even use the engine to slow ourselves down even more. There you go. Something, we'll go for like 50,000 just to be on the safe side, basically. Alright, well then. How much? 4 hours. I suppose we might as well go for it, right? 24 minutes, my god. Okay, let's go. After we do this, we'll also perform the Jebediah's arrival, let's call it that way, and then after that, probably in the next episode, we will start to prepare our extra Kerbal probes. Why do I land every time on the dark side? I fucking hate myself for it. Orient yourself, retrograde, please. Faster if you would, please, and thank you very much. Okay, so that's enough of reading on the internet. It's good. I did not know that you can actually control them, so you can, but you have to get like really close to them. Arlena Kerman. And we got a new engineer. That's pretty good, I guess. I hope it sits tight over here. No, don't know what to tell you, but if that thing like gets lost, then you know, I mean, so long in the atmosphere. Bob, admittedly, Kerbals have survived from falling. You know, Bob can relate to that, or was it Bill? I can't remember, but it's really not something that I would recommend. Not to beginner pilots like yourself, Arlena. Just try and hold tight, okay? It's very important that you do so. Alright, we can retract this because we are close enough and we don't want to lose the antenna. And we can also, once we get a little bit closer, we'll also retract the solar panels. I don't understand why it doesn't sit on the marker while I fiddle with the ship around. Okay, retract. Wow, the battery goes down fast, huh? Come on, 8,000 meters per second. Yeah, this orbit is fucking shitty as fuck, dude. Look at that, we're above some very high mountains over here. It must be like the highest mountains I've seen. I think they are... yeah, I think I know where they are. Huh. Interesting. We don't have lights on this ship, for better or for worse. Okay, here we go. Now we are in the thick of it. Well, not yet, but we will get to it, and believe me, you will not really like it. Also, hope the parachutes are enough to slow ourselves down. Like at this point, I start to second guess all my decisions, basically. If we lose it, we lose it, you know, it happens, but I'll be happy for at least the relative success that we've got. Okay, well, the ship is keeping the Kerbal relatively safe and sound. Yes, it is burning hot. It's the fuel tank and the engine that is overheating, I suppose. Okay, now burn. Come on, slow yourself down. Slow your roll as much as it can go, or as much as the fuel allows you to be fair. How is that looking? Pretty good, but we don't want to go back up. No, we don't want to go for another go around. Alright, below 70,000, there you go. Now we are safe. We know for sure that we are not... I mean, we are gonna lift ourselves up a little bit, but not so much as to like get back into orbit. So scared of using like time acceleration. I keep seeing the Kerbal flopping around here, and I'm afraid that he will just fall over and die like at the last possible encounter. Now, I would very much love if I could like land on some slightly lit up ground. You know, just a suggestion. Nothing too terribly relevant. So yeah, it's gonna take a little bit longer. I'm sorry, but I'm just too paranoid to go ahead and speed up time on this one. So at least it's a very controlled descent, very controlled aero braking. Like it's one of the best I've seen. And the battery is doing good. That's because the skipper engine actually has an alternator and can make electrical energy. They make like a quick save like 3 or something. And let's speed up. Oh, careful there. Seeing his head flop around. Alright, and now we go back down. And yes, there we go. We are definitely going back down now. Let's not forget it must survive re-entry, and it must survive the moment where the parachutes get deployed and it slows down like dramatically. Okay, okie dokie. It's getting a little bit hot. Nothing to dispute here. Loving the sound effects though. Listen to this. My god. Isn't that just a lovely sound? Yeah, at least we'll land on land and almost to the light side. I guess I shouldn't just speak too soon. It seems that we'll probably land over water, but hey, we were close. Engine is once again overheating, but not too terribly much. Yeah. Hey, at least we're getting the sun back up. That's a lovely sight, all things considered. And hey, the Kerbal is holding on. EVA report. Sure, Kerbin's upper atmosphere. Oh right, we've never done an EVA report in the upper atmosphere because I cannot get him out without risking to like lose him due to air friction. But now, with the revolutionary technology of the advanced grabbing unit, you can keep your Kerbal strapped on and allow him to take these kind of things. Okay, let's just dump whatever fuel we have left. Slowing ourselves down. And there it goes. Ooh, it seems that the Kerbal is also experiencing some overheating. I guess because the ship has overheated a lot, and therefore, like, you know, the heat transmits around. But as we go to, like, you know, below 1,000, we should be safe. Yeah, there we go. Whew. Alright, alright. Don't jinx ourselves. We still have ways to go, you know. Review report, do you think you can transmit this? What do you mean non-usable? Whatever. Wow, the coolers are fucking overheated. Alright, that was strong and scary. And now the parachutes. Alright, hold on. Arlena, you're almost there. Don't have much more left. Just hold tight, okay? CurbNet access. Hey! Guess there's a big bunch of nothing. Can this withstand the landing? I think it can. I don't see no reason why not to. And boy, let me tell you something. That was amazing. That was... oh really? Deployment would destroy that part. Huh. Right, there goes the drogue chutes. Whoa! Hey now. Stop. Don't... God damn it. This is not part of the plan. Because the fucking top of the ship is heavier than this part and it flipped off. No! Fucking disaster at the last moment. Well, shit. Well, here's something. I mean, this will deploy. There you go. And so once we get like very close to the surface, we will tell this guy to just jump off. We will just free the pivot or release whatever. Something will happen over there. I mean, with this little speed, it should survive. We are less than 5. Well, not yet, but it will be just 5 meters per second. So even though he's gonna go head on into the water, he should be able to survive the impact. Now, technically, the problem would be that you get like lodged in the water, like below the ship, and you just drown. That would be a concern in real life, but in Kerbal life, hey, life is free over here. Alright, we are almost prepared to finish what I would say was the most amazing mission so far from all points of view. You know, by everything, all standards that we have accomplished. We did it. We fucking did it. Recover vessel. Hey! Good job, everyone! Woohoo! Oh my god, and everyone is on fire! Even leveled up! And yes, well done, Arena Karen has been recovered in one piece and is now enjoying a thorough debriefing from the comfort of her quarantine cell. It is now part of your crew roster and may be assigned future missions. It's wonderful. That could have been said a little bit earlier. Equatorial orbit, space data from around the moon. Explore Duna. This is our next destination. And we can do these ones as well. Measure temperature like below altitude. That is a little bit more doable. Have TRDR in the escape trajectory. We're gonna get Explore Duna. And we're gonna get this one as well. And we'll see about doing it. We'll need to get temperature surveys over here, which is... it's very far. It's gonna be a long journey, but you know how we do with these long journeys. We just put on some music and we do them. I'm probably not going to do it on my own, but escape trajectory out of Kerbin. How so? I guess he's gonna have another Minmus encounter maybe. Or a moon encounter or something like that. Hey Jebediah, how are you holding up? I hope you're holding up well because we are going home. And yes, we are going home in this episode, no less. I'm gonna make some cuts over here. I think we are pretty much safe with this going back down. Like, we've done this before. Over here there's nothing new. We actually have a ship in its entirety. We don't have like a Kerbal attached to a grabbing unit, so we should be safe on going back down. And yeah, we'll recover it, we'll recover all the science, and everyone will be just honky-dory happy. Let's see you guys on the ground in a very short amount of time, as you might see. And as you can see, we're going back down into a ball of flames like always. Luckily for us, this time it does seem that we are landing on a lit up side, so you can actually see where we splash down. I'm going to assume we're gonna splash down. Never lucky enough to hit a patch of ground, no matter how much or how hard I try. And Jebediah is just loving life. Yeah, we are dumping fuel. I mean, the thing is that we don't need it anyway, and we might as well use it to slow ourselves down rather than, you know, have it on board and just dump it for nothing. We are very close, but we're not gonna make it on this island. Yeah, no chance. Probably if I started the burn earlier, but then again, it's the problem of like putting your periapsis too low and burning up, and you know, all of those nasty things. Plus that once you get in the thicker part of the atmosphere, the engine doesn't have that much of a impact. So deploy, prepare the parachutes. They still have a long way to go. Right, getting a little bit of extra overheating there, but now we should be fine. It's interesting to see this, like how despite the fact that you're falling down, and you usually associate that with, like, you know, when you jump from a building, for example, you keep falling and you fall faster and faster. But when we come from space and you fall back to the Earth, you actually slow down. You know, it's very interesting when you think about it, because, you know, air resistance and all those shenanigans. But yeah, and at this point it should be like pretty much no problem. That's the main drogue chute and then the main parachute, and hopefully it's enough to slow down. It's a little bit fast. We might lose the science junior. Might. Not entirely sure. It could happen. But hey, all things considered, it's gonna be another very successful mission that will give us enough science to grab the nuclear engines and therefore prepare the probes that will conquer Duna. Oh no, it survived. Alright, that is very good. Recover. And here we are, once again, full of beautiful science. Mwah, mwah. And look at that, Jebediah advancing to level 3 of experience. That is unbelievable. And where it is, there you go, nuclear propulsion. And we still have some left, so we can get, you know, maybe, I mean, we can only get one of these two, precision propulsion or specialized control. But if we wait a little bit more, then we should be able to get like high-powered electronics or unmanned tech or advanced aerodynamics for having the ability to go to all those like long-range flights or hypersonic flight. There is the Whiplash turbo ramjet engine is extremely powerful, and it's very good for high altitude hypersonic flight. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed watching. Plant flag, I mean, we're gonna do those at some point, but I'm not really interested into those right now. Right now, we are interested in the ultimate mission of exploring Duna and getting back. Now, we can do this with a probe. That's the advantage of it. We do not need to risk the lives of our astronauts, and that's what we will hopefully do. I mean, do now or maybe another planet, who knows. We could also upgrade this building. It's been neglected for a long time. It will allow us to do more strategies if we so choose to. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you next time on Their Games Make. Bye bye.